Hello everyone! On behalf of Rainbow Loom, this is Angelynn, formerly known as TutorialsByA here on YouTube. Today I'm here to show you how to create this Starburst ring. I'm so excited with how my color combos turned out with these. I think they're such a fun and cute accessory and you can really play around with the different colors on this ring. For this ring right here, I used the rainbowloom.com silicone sweets rubber bands. These are from the Popsicle mixed bag and I really like how this ring turned out. Today I'll show you how I made this one, and these pastel colors are so cute and they remind me of Easter. For supplies today, I'm going to use this Rainbow Loom Deluxe kit. I love all of the colors that come in this kit and it has everything that you need to make basically any bracelet that you want. And how cool that it comes with 2 different happy looms. So for supplies for this ring, I'm going to use 1 C-clip, a hook, of course a rainbow loom. You can use this one, which is the 2.0, or I also have this original one here that would work for this design as well. Today I'm going to use this loom. For rubber bands, you'll need 14 bands for this border, which is white on the ring I have on. You'll need 6 bands for the Starburst portion, which are these colored bands on the inside of this ring. And then you'll need an additional one for a cap band inside of here. So to start, I'm going to orient my loom to where I have an arrow here pointing up that says the number 1. Also, my pins are in a U shape. We're first going to place on our border bands. You're going to take 1 rubber band and you're going to place this going vertically up the middle from this bottom center pin up 1. Next, we're going to do 1 more. And another. And another. For a total of 4 rubber bands going upwards on the center row of pins. Now we're going to create the hexagon portion of this ring, which is this center part. So I'm going to take a rubber band and go from this pin that we had just placed our last rubber band on, and I'm going from this pin up diagonally to the left. And we'll do the same thing on the right side, placing it here, up diagonally to the right. Then we're going to do 2 vertical bands, 1 here and 1 here. So here's my first band going vertically up, and then my next one vertically up. Then to close off this hexagon, I'm going to go from this very left pin up to the center, and then 1 more time on the right side. So here we have our hexagon, and now we're going to add a single chain of 3 rubber bands vertically on the center row of pins. So here's 1 going vertically, 2, and here's our 3rd. We'll add 1 more rubber band. However, this one is going to be our cap band, so I'm going to grab my hook and I'm going to wrap this around my hook once and now twice for a cap band here, and then I'll slide this onto my pin with the applicator at the end. If you don't have this hook, you can take a rubber band here and pretending like this pin is that pin, I'm going to wrap once, twist, and back onto itself. So that's how you add a cap band by hand if you don't have this hook. Now we're going to add our Starburst bands to the center of this hexagon. So whatever colors you would like to use, I think I'll start off with this mint color. And I'm going to go vertically from this bottom center pin of the hexagon up to the middle. All of these pins are going to be going from the middle to the outside. So I'm going to take my next one and I'm going to go center to the outside, center, the outside, and we're going to go like this in a counterclockwise motion. Another teal one, a mint, and I love this coral color. This is kind of an Easter themed color combo. Here's my last one here. And the last rubber band we need to add is to the center of our hexagon, right here where all of these Starburst bands are coming into. And I'm going to take this and wrap this band around 3 times around the center pin. So, once, twist, twice, a little twist, and 3 times. And now it's time to start the hooking process. So I'm going to rotate my loom 180 degrees. At the very bottom here, you should have an arrow pointing up with the number 2 next to it, and your pins should be oriented in an upside down U position. The first thing that we'll hook on our loom is the Starburst pattern. So I'm going to start in the center cap band here, So at the center of my hexagon, I'm going inside the top 3 layers, which are yellow here for the cat band, and I'm going to grab my next rubber band. For me, it's purple. You're going to be grabbing whatever band you have in this position. So I'm reaching inside the top 3 layers, grabbing the 4th layer, pulling it off of this pin and onto this top right pin right here. The next one we'll do is this one, and we're going to continue going in a clockwise motion until we finish all of the bands for this starburst. So I'm reaching inside these 3 layers for the cat band, grabbing the next band that's there, which for me is this peachy coral color, removing this from the pin and hooking it onto this bottom right pin. This bottom one is a little bit trickier. For me, I go inside the cat band and I kind of reach my hook around the right here, and I grab this blue band like that and hook this down. Now for this purple one, reaching in, grabbing this purple here, like that. Next I have another coral or peachy colored band, and hook this upwards. Sometimes your bands might get a little bit caught here. This doesn't really affect your design as long as you hooked it onto the correct pin. You can release some of the tension here so that way it goes into place. The last one is this vertical one, hooking this upwards here. And now we've finished hooking our starburst. So we can go ahead and go back to the bottom of our loom to start hooking the entire border. So the first ones that we're gonna hook are these 3 single chains here. Relatively easy. I'm reaching inside the top 2 layers here for the cat band and grabbing the very bottom band. Here's the top 2 layers, grabbing the 3rd one, which is the very bottom layer, and hooking it upwards. Then I'm going to go this next one, hook this upwards, and make sure you're reaching inside of the pin to grab the band and not going from this outside. Go inside and grab and hook upwards. So now I've done these 3 single chains and we're going to do the hexagon now. For this, I'm going to start with this left one here. So to hook this, I'm taking my hook, reaching inside of this pin, using the back of my hook to push the bands I don't want out of the way, and I'm going to grab the second to last band, which is this left band here. Now to do the right side, we're going to do this band here. So I'm reaching inside here, pushing these blue bands out of the way for my starburst, and then hooking this to the right, like that. Now for this one, we're going to grab this band here. So I'm reaching all the way inside to the very bottom, grabbing the very last band, and hooking this yellow one upwards, and then doing the same thing on this side here. Reaching in here, grabbing, and hooking upwards. Now to close off this hexagon, I'm going to do this left one first and then this right one. So I'm reaching in, grabbing the very bottom band, hooking it off onto the center pin, and the same thing for the right, reaching in to the very bottom and going to this center pin. Now we just finish off with these 4 single chain links here. So in here, reaching in, grabbing the very bottom band, going upwards, and then the rest of this should be a breeze compared to the rest, or what we had previously loomed. Like that. So now at this point, this is what my loom looks like. And you're going to want to grab your C-clip now. I'm going to use this white one for my deluxe kit. With the C-clip, you want to make sure that you grab 2 layers of rubber bands that are on this very top pin. So now when I pull on the C-clip, it should pull all of the rubber bands that are on the top pin, like that, and that's how you know that your ring is secure. So now you can remove this from the loom. I like to be very gentle when I remove, so that way I make sure that none of my bands are going to break. After that, I'm going to give it a little bit of a stretch and a tug to make sure all the bands even out and lay nicely. And if you have anything twisted, you can go in and adjust it. So now with the C-clip, I'm going to connect the 2 ends of my ring with the cat band right here, like that, And here is my completed Starburst ring. So cute. I love this color combo. I can't tell which ring I like better. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed looming with me and learning how to make this Starburst ring. If you're not already following Rainbow Loom on all of their social media sites, they're linked in the description box below. And of course, be sure to check out Rainbow Loom's website, rainbowloom.com, and select retailers for the supplies I used today. Again, thanks so much for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you in Rainbow Loom's next tutorial. Bye!